Shabbos 16.
Shalom to all. Today we're going to learn Masech Shabbos, Perek Tes Zayin, Mishnah Daled, and Mishnah Hey. And today's Mishnahs are being learned b'schos Yerushalayim Zalmanu v'Zgasam Raziyat v'Chayis Chalotzaim. They should be gebenched with Asachat Tzlach Chatziyat Deshmaya, good health, Parnasa b'Shefan, Cult of Zela, and b'schos Esther Bas Rachel. She should be zeicher to find Rezivik Hagon B'Kar of Mamish. And we continue talking about what a person is allowed to save from a fire on Shabbos. And we concluded the previous Mishnah by saying that when a person is saving food from a fire, they're only allowed to bring it into a chatzar hamay reves, a chatzar which has an eruv. So now Mishnah Daled picks up with that. Ulasham, and to there, meaning to this chatzar hamay reves, mitzi kol klei tashmishai. He's allowed to bring out any kalim that he needs for Shabbos, and v'loivish kol ma she'achal lilbaish. He can wear any clothing that he's able to wear, v'oitef kol ma she'achal latayf, and wrap himself with everything that he's able to wrap himself with to bring it out into the chatzar. Meaning, he's not to grab clothing with his hands, but he could put on 6 pairs of pants and 4 shirts and 3 sweaters and 6 coats and scarves and hats and just save them and walk out to the chatzar with them and take them off there, and that's a halachically permissible way to save these things from the fire. Rabbi says, Shman Aser Kalim. He's only allowed to save 18 kalim, which means 18 different types of clothing. That's because the normal amount of clothing the person wears is 18 different pieces. Now the Mishnah continues, he can do this multiple times. He can wear this clothing, bring it out into the chutzner, take it off, go back inside the house, put on more clothing, bring it out into the chutzner, take it off, and so on and so forth. And furthermore, he can tell others as well, come and save with me. Moving on to Mishnah Hey, we continue talking about how to deal with a fire on Shabbos. Rabbi Shimon ben Anas Omer, he says as follows: Parson arshal gedi al gabe shida tevu migdal sh'achaz behen ha'sa'ur v'pnei shu mecharech. One's allowed to spread a goat skin over a chest, box, or closet which caught on fire. Obviously, we're not talking about that the entire thing is burning. It just lightly caught on fire. And the reason why he would want to do that is because it's mecharech. It's going to get singed. This hide or this goat skin is not going to get completely burned. It's just going to get singed from the fire because it's very moist. And that's going to prevent an entire box or chest or closet from burning completely. The Mishnah continues, he can make a divider, a partition with all sorts of kalim, bein malayim, bein rekanin, whether they're full of water or liquid or whether they're empty. He's going to do this so that the fire doesn't cross over them. Let's say the fire is steadily burning its way across the room and the fire's on the floor, and he realizes that he can take kalim, he can line them up, and the fire's not going to be able to cross over these pots or pans or whatever it is, so he's allowed to do that, and that's going to prevent the fire from going over. Rabbi Yossi asks him doing this with earthenware kalim that are brand new, that are full of water. Why is that? That's because they can't handle the heat of the fire once the fire approaches. And then they're going to crack, they're going to break, and then the water is going to spill out and extinguish the fire. Now Rabbi Yossi holds that gram kibui is usher, meaning him causing the fire to be extinguished by doing this is usher. He's not putting out the fire with his own hands, but by him placing these kalim there, he knows they're going to break once the fire gets there. The water is going to spill all over and extinguish the fire. Rabbi Yossi holds that's usher, even though he's going to end up losing money. However, the halacha is not like Rabbi Yossi, and we paskin that a person would be allowed to take these brand new earthenware kalim filled with water, place them in the path of the fire, and yes, if the fire comes and breaks them and then gets extinguished because of the water, so matayv manayim. We're going to stop here for the day, pick up tomorrow with Mishnah Vav and Zayin, continue to talk about a fire on Shabbos. For now, everyone should have a wonderful day.